Alright, for the next minute or so, we're just going to talk about how to quickly create your own photo gallery. You can do this on Facebook very simply, and if you have the images already, like I do, you can see over here on the right, I have a bunch of cute cat pictures. As you can see, one of them is wearing a hat. What could be cuter than that? Anyway, all you have to do, log into Facebook right here. It'll bring you to this, and instead of typing where you would normally type, yada yada yada, you can just click over here to add photos and video. So you can upload photos or video or create a photo album. Today we're going to create a photo album because that's a little more robust and lets you add stuff later, and it's pretty fun. So what we're going to do is just select, as I mentioned before, the images that are already on the desktop. I got them ahead of time. You can do this by downloading the images off of your camera or smartphone, by emailing them to yourself, whatever means you want. As long as you can get them onto like your desktop or a folder where you know they are, then you're good to go. So we're going to just select these, and all I did was hit enter. Not a big deal. And Facebook has a kabillion servers, so basically it takes like no time at all to upload. It even uploads a few at a time. One of my favorite features that they have is that you can actually work on your album while things are uploading. So let's say this is the cute cat album. Still typing, and it's still uploading. These are some adorable cats. Don't you agree? And let's say we know where these were taken. We'll just say they were taken in Cambridge, England, even though that's not correct. And we can even add a date to when they were taken. So we'll just hit save. And now we'll just continue to wait just a few moments. And as you can see, the photo is loading. A couple of them were a little large, but we already have it named and details about it. It's good to go. So let's say that these were actually pictures of our friends. You can just click on this person's name and start typing, and it'll pull up a list of your friends' names. Pretty straightforward. So we'll just click on that and see down here, right down here, it'll say 1. That means that one of those is tagged with one person. You can have unlimited tags. I wouldn't recommend going too overboard unless those people are actually in the photo. And then if you look down, adjust your eyes down to the bottom here, you can hit add more photos. Just brings the same thing up again, but we're all done with that. We can just save the images as high quality or not. I'd always recommend using high quality unless you have a very slow internet connection, which you might. It's otherwise ready to go, except for a little privacy settings, which I always like to stress. You can choose who can see this album. So you can make it completely public, so it's searchable basically on the web, more or less, or friends, or only you, or custom. I'll show you what custom does, because it's a little interesting. Basically, custom lets you choose and have a lot more control over who can see your photos and everything. So you can basically have a list, kind of like on Google Plus if you ever use that. So let's say you have a list ahead of time, you can choose specific people or list, and you can just start typing the names, and you can even choose people not to share the thing with, which is pretty fun. So we'll just hit post photos, and almost like magic, the 1s and 0s are humming around the interwebs, and then there you go, cute cat album. And now you can see that everything is there and good to go. We can even highlight it, and some of the cat pictures will be a little bit bigger, and you can always go back and edit. Pretty straightforward stuff, huh? I hope that you enjoyed this and that you now know how to create a photo album on Facebook.